Hey, I'm Bass Elite 2020 Angler of the Year, Clark Wendlandt.
Your 2020 Bassmaster Elite Series Angler of the Year, Clark Wendlandt. Come on here, come on in here, boy. God dog it.
I'm just gonna walk you through my space, my boat garage, my tackle room, my hunting room. Just kind of give you a little bit of an idea of what you got. You know, when you first come in, you actually see the boat, but when you look at that wall over there, there's line, there's old line and hooks. One thing about me is that when I get something, I don't throw stuff away very often, and I actually get criticized by my wife. My wife helps me a ton in this boat garage because she helps me a little bit keep things organized, and I need help keeping it organized because, I mean, the thing about it is if you have no organization, then how do you find your tackle? You know, used to be I had a garage, I just threw it all in. How do you find it? I've got like a turnstile here that's got all kinds of jigs, tubes on it. It's got soft plastics, you know, a bunch of jigs up here. And then I've got this wall here that is just everything. I mean, just anything and everything that I could possibly need. And I'm ending up making new bins all the time. You know, whether it's, you know, for new swim baits or new crankbaits or new everything. On the bottom here, this is a lot of what I actually travel with. These are the boxes that go in my truck that don't end up going in my boat. So there's all kinds of stuff here. When I go to a tournament, every box that I've got that I think I need will end up going in my truck. And so it's like this massive organization situation where I've got to totally figure out what I need because I mean, you get to a tournament and don't have the right tackle, well then you're just totally lost. So let's go into the actual tackle room. And my actual tackle room, you know, I've got a little bit of everything. I got a lot of pegboard in here. There's hard baits with top waters, swim baits on the bottom, jerk baits on the top, and then there's boxes and boxes and boxes of jerk baits, of crankbaits and hard baits that are up top. I've got some old trophies that are just kind of, you know, nostalgia, kind of what I remember about, you know, the early days of fishing. Those are mostly all Bassmaster plaques, more hard baits. I got some baits up at the very top that are like warrior type baits. I love warriors. Warriors means they got a lot of scratches on them. They got teeth marks. You see teeth marks on a bait, that's one you want to throw. I don't usually save them unless they're broken, and some of those are broken, but they've all got teeth marks. So to me, they mean something. And then I've got swim bait heads and I've got hooks, drawers full of spinnerbait skirts and jigs and sunglasses, rods, reels, just a little bit of everything. And what I've learned over the years is that keeping track of all this stuff, some people call it junk, but to me it's not. I've got lots of old baits. This is kind of my old bait area where I keep crankbaits and I keep old baits. You know, you can see old crankbaits, wiggle warts, flat homemade baits, jerk baits, top water. That's kind of the old stuff. Sometimes the stuff you got to go to catch one. And then we're sitting in the fall of the year, we got to go to the hunting room. Because really the hunting room is when you get to the fall. Now this year was different, but when you get to the fall, this is kind of where it goes on. Now this isn't like where I've got all my mounts and everything, but I do got one really cool deer that I killed last year. And look at this one. I mean, is that not the coolest looking, baddest deer I've ever seen in my entire life? Everything's symmetrical on him. He's got curved tines on both sides, got kickers on both sides, got beam ends that go straight up on the ends. That's an awesome deer. And I tell you what, that's gonna be it because it's time for me right now to start thinking more about hunting. Thank you guys for joining me.